Hey guys, Ken here from Backpacking Light. Where's the focus? Come on, you can do it. And word focus. Okay, so I get asked the question from time to time, is this tent big enough for me, my friend, and my dog? And I'm like, you do know that this is a single man tent, right? And I'm like, well, yeah, you could get you, your friend, and a dog in there if you really wanted to and you hate to sleep, but you don't want to. No. In fact, you could put me in, let's just put it this way, a hotel room with two beds on two different parts in the room is too close for me. And I love my wife, I really do, and my kid for that matter, but I just won't sleep that close. I can't sleep. The last time I slept with somebody else, like for real, I did a week-long trip way up in northern Sweden. I was with a couple buddies, and we brought our fishing gear. We were in our waders, and we just went fishing in the canoe, and we were out for a couple days, and we ended up sleeping in this big teepee together. Now imagine 5 full-grown men in non-breathable wading pants, the kind that you strap up, for 3 or 4 days. We're cramped into this teepee. Now imagine the smell when you take off those waders. Yeah. And then imagine, and the thought that the person who always snores is the one who falls asleep the fastest. So anyway, everybody's sleeping and they're snoring and squirming, and it was such a horrible experience. The point of all of this is that don't buy a 2-man tent and squeeze 2 people in it. I mean, buy 2 solo tents, or buy a 2-man tent, but buy it for yourself. You might, sure, okay, you can bring your kid with you, and sure, if your wife or your daughter, or, whatever, somebody that you don't mind being close with, but don't do it any longer extent of time. That's just my own experience. I can't sleep with other people. I can't do it. It's an impossibility for me. Even the biggest 2-man tents. Even if you look at, something like the Hilleberg Anjan, 2 people in there are still going to be tight. Even mini people, people like 5'11" and under. Anyway, even if you're small and you get squeezed inside of a 2-man tent, you just really have to hate sleeping, and you have to hate, comfort, to want to share a tiny little tent with somebody. It's okay for a couple days, and especially if you're newly in love and you just want to experience the closeness of somebody. But it gets old quick. So I would suggest bring 2 tents. That's 4. Bring 2 tents if you're going to be 2 people. Bring 3 tents if you're going to be 3 people. Because the best thing about sleeping in the outdoors is that you don't have to sleep close to somebody. So you put your little tent as far away as you want, and you have your own private little island all to yourself, yeah, just don't do it. Buy 2 different solo tents. I know, trail runners, they'll be like, oh, or even the ultralight crowd, they'll be like, oh, let's get the smallest possible tent and try squeezing as many people as possible in it because we're going to save so much weight and it's going to be so awesome. No, it's not awesome. It's a horrible, horrible, horrible experience. So please, for the love of God, buy a solo tent, buy a tent for yourself, make your little room, do everything you want to do, and just say fuck all to everything else. Because sharing a tent is fun for a day, but for anything else, it's a horrible experience. But again, that's just me. I hope this helps in your tent buying choices. Cheers.